Spain came into this World Cup as one of the favorites to lift the trophy, but after a frustrating goalless draw with Cape Verde in their opener, the questions were piling up. All of that changed on Sunday night in Atlanta when Lamine Yamal, just 18 years old, announced himself to the world in emphatic fashion as Spain crushed Saudi Arabia 4-0. Yamal's preparations had been far from smooth. He suffered a left hamstring injury back in April and could only manage 19 minutes off the bench against Cape Verde. In the meantime, the other marquee names of this tournament, Messi, Haaland, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., had all hit the ground running. The pressure was building. But head coach Luis de la Fuente made 4 changes in selection and tactics, started Yamal, and dropped Pedri deeper into midfield, and it worked immediately. From the first whistle, Yamal was the most active player on the pitch. A deep cross here, an ambitious long-range strike there, a corner that picked out an unmarked Dani Olmo. The goal was coming. And on 10 minutes, it arrived. Alex Baena freed Mikel Oyarzabal down the left, his hammered cross found the back post, and Yamal slid in unmarked to open the scoring. At 18 years and 343 days old, that goal made him the 8th youngest scorer in World Cup history. More striking still, he is only the second player aged 18 or younger to open the scoring in a World Cup match. The other? A 17-year-old Pelé, for Brazil against Wales, back in 1958. That is the company Yamal is keeping. Spain kept pressing. Oyarzabal added a quick-fire double and the game was effectively over before halftime. De la Fuente did substitute Yamal at the break, a pragmatic call given he is clearly not yet at full fitness, but the teenager had done more than enough. He will be sharper for Spain's final group game against Uruguay. Now, Oyarzabal deserves his own moment here. After the Cape Verde game, he made headlines for an uncomfortable reason. He became the first player in World Cup history not to register a single touch of the ball in the opening 30 minutes of a match. Apparently, he took that personally. Against Saudi Arabia, he scored twice and added an assist, making him the second player since 1966 to be directly involved in 3 goals inside 25 minutes of a World Cup game. He had actually scored in 6 consecutive international matches before Cape Verde, and had 18 goal involvements in Spain's previous 11 games. Sunday was a reminder of exactly what he brings. As for Saudi Arabia, it was brutal. Wayne Rooney, on BBC commentary at halftime, put it plainly: Saudi Arabia looked terrified. They had drawn creditably with Uruguay in their opener and came in with some pedigree after their famous upset of Argentina 4 years ago in Qatar. But they could not replicate Cape Verde's disciplined defensive template and were swept aside. The second half was less punishing as Spain managed the game, but even in that period, Saudi fell short of expectations. Spain are not world beaters just because of one big win, and they were not a disaster after drawing with Cape Verde. The truth sits somewhere in between. But barring a dramatic swing in results elsewhere in Group H, they should need just a draw against Uruguay to top the group. And with Yamal getting closer to full fitness, that prospect should worry just about everyone left in this tournament. This has been your World Cup update. Spain are back, Yamal is here, and this tournament just got a lot more interesting.